Shout out Skrillex, shout out Fred again, shout out Flowdan, making such a banger. This is my take on it. Hope you guys dig it. Let's get it. I made this entire drop using my sample pack, High Energy, available at Threat Collective. Go cop it right now. DJ, alright, chill. It's kind of like,
get up and down, this that sound, my DJ gonna break it down.
I fuck with it. So first things first, I wanted to have a similar kick, right? So I went with this kick called acoustic. Then we got a snare. I ended up going with this one called rat. What I'm doing with this snare, I chose the stretch option and I shortened it up. And this is gonna cause the sample to go up in pitch as well. Then I put some hats. Fire. And we wrote this on the piano roll. So what we got is some triplets. So if you want to get into the triplets grid, you go into this little magnet shits. You click the fucking third of a step shits. And then you put the fucking triplets. Now you can put it on the grid. You see that shit? And then I have it kind of like going up in volumes and shit. For the rest of the shits, you just have it coming in like. You probably already noticed, but I'm panning the hats left to right. We also have like this motherfucking like a little splashy McSplashers on like the fourth snare. And it's just an open hat and this other shit. But you could use like a tambourine, whatever. You can use whatever you want. Fucking do whatever you want. You are unique, bruh. Like if you wanted to be Skrillex, you would have to like completely change your genetic makeup and like fucking have his DNA and then get a fucking time machine, go back in time and then live all the experiences he lived. And if you got that kind of tech, hit me up, bro. I mean, we could do some crazy shit. But I'm just saying. You can't be Skrillex unless you could do that. And then we got this little ting right here, this little snare thing. Little cute little ting, I like that. We're putting it on the last bar of this loop. And I also put a little bit of reverb on it as well, even though it already had some. And then we have it, you know, going up in volume as well with the velocity shits. That's it for the drums. Hey! Fi. Then I grabbed this little bass shot. So boom, sclap. Then I pitched it down 200 cents. And I turned off the stretch shits. And then I also shortened it up like that. So then I actually grabbed this next part of the sample, which is just kind of like the sub. And I made it unique. Boom, blap, make unique as a sample. Then I put it back to the original pitch, which is D. And by the way, I do have a limiter on these bass samples. What I did with this bass sample is same thing I showed you in the last tutorial, on the tear out tutorial. I'm chopping this shit up like this, making a little tail, and just copying it across the shits, and then we're gonna have the little rumbles. Oh shit, no, it's gotta be way faster than that, bruv. Then I was like, yo, I need to sidechain this bitch. So channeled it to the mixer, created a sidechain channel, put a fruity balance, created an automation clip with the fruity balance, made a dip every time the motherfucking kick hits, like this, blam, and that's it. So then we needed like a little bit of like a ding on the first snare. I just opened up Flex, bam. I chose a random fucking synth that was like high pitched, nice. And it's basically just running through this reverb, mix all the way up, size all the way up, and the decay around there to where it sounded nice. Then I added this extra thing, but I don't really think it's necessary because you can't really hear it. But it's kind of like this random ass percussion goes up in volume, bruh. It's basically a fucking hat, bruh. Not that big of a deal. All right, so let's get into the little synth part. So I've actually been like experimenting with this shits for like a minute, bruh. Like I've done it like in 2019 on this song called To the Chopper. Like 2 years ago in my song Curfew. I ended up going with this one. Just dragged it into the shit and used the last little hit. Boom, splat. Same thing, bro. Chopped it up, but I even added a little bit of a twist So like I actually showed you on the tear out tutorial from last week, I just made shorter notes. You feel me? Like, so we get a little bit of a traka. Traka. Now you're probably like, yo, that sounds a little bit different. Yes, it sounds different because I ran it through some effects. This is how it would sound without the effects. This actually sounds even better, bro. I don't even know why I added this shit, but whatever. Added a frequency shifter, make it a little bit higher pitch. Then a Saturn, you know what I'm saying? Bringing up some different shits. And then finally an EQ, looking kind of wild. But I might take that shit off, bro. Whatever. Really, you can do whatever the fuck you want, bro. I'm just showing you the basics. But really, please, do you, bro. Do you, bro. There's nobody else like you. Unless you have like a twin. But even if, bro, even you guys have different fucking experiences in life, bro. So, then I automated the pitch. So I turned this shit, the range up to 12. And then made sure that I put the mode to stretch. And then created an automation clip. Boom. Splat. I had the pitch go down. Then I had it completely go down at the end of the loop. So yeah, this is different from the original, obviously, because I'm not Skrillex, I'm CRWTH. But and then I actually added this final little touchies, which is something kind of stupid, but fuck it, it worked, kind of. What I did is I grabbed the Hear the rumble. I put it on a channel. I put some reverb on it, and then recorded the sample. And I grabbed this reverb tail, drag it into the fucking playlist. I ran it through a EQ that looks like this, just so I can hear the high end, and another reverb, and then I shortened it up, just like we've been doing with every other fucking sample so far, making a tail, and then had it fade in over the first bass hit. And that's it. If this inspired you, made something dope, tag me on Instagram, tag me on Twitter @CRWTH, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.